Hey guys, my name's Jason with Mount Baker Mining and Metals, and on today's video, we're back here at the Cerro Gordo Ghost Town. We're getting ready to go down into the Union Mine and grab some ore. Okay, Brent, tell us where we're at and what we're doing.
We are at the Union Mine here at Cerro Gordo, and this is the reason we're all here, really. This was the main mine at Cerro Gordo, and Cerro Gordo back in the 1860s and 1870s was the largest silver mine in California. And so this hole that's just through these doors goes 900 feet straight down, and off of every 200 feet or so there's branches. And in total there's about 30 miles of mines underneath Cerro Gordo. And today we're going to try to go to the 400 level, and then actually a little bit further beyond that down an ore chute to attempt to get at this wall of galena that some of the miners left behind. The difficulty with that is right now we're standing at what we call the zero level, the ground. So we are going to have to go 400 feet down, and to do that, we're going to use a hoist that, it's the original shaft from the 1860s. The hoist might be from the 1910s when they upgraded it, but if we go behind this official security rope.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the cage. As you can see, directly below this is 900-foot drop, and so this moves a little bit because it's being suspended by this cable. So today, this cable is our lifeline, literally. And so this goes up, it goes over to the hoist over there that slowly lowers us down. And so this would have been where the miners were coming and going even back in the 1860s. These days, this is the only way to enter the Union Mine here at Cerro Gordo. So there's no outside portals anymore. There were back in the day, but they've all collapsed. And so if you want to get down to any of the levels, this is your ticket, and I guess we'll go over here. I'll show you kind of where the hoist is. This is the kind of conductor's chair here. So when this gets going today, the guy running it will be sitting here. We've added this hydraulic system after the fact to assist with kind of the whole process. He will be looking for 2 or 3 things. So the dial up there is levels of the mine. So 86 means 86 feet underground, 200 feet down, 400 where we're going 400 feet down, 550, 700, etc. The 900 is the lowest level. And so what he'll be doing is kind of lowering us down, watching that dial to get a vague idea of where we are. When he gets close, we have this pointer here that on the cable, when it's exactly flush with the level, we've spray painted the cable.
Oh yeah.
So he'll be looking to line up the pointer with the spray paint. And we will have radio communications, hopefully the whole way down. It's not a guarantee. Sometimes it comes and goes. We have to use flashlights. But our hope is today there'll be an operator here. There'll be a relay man over by the hole to relay any radio communications that they can't hear. Because once this thing gets going, and if you're watching at home, you might want to turn down the volume, but it's a little bit loud.
Loud, yeah.
And so when he's running the hoist, he won't necessarily be able to hear some radio communications, so that's what we're going to do. And so this hoist house was, this is where all the action happened back in the day.
Sure.
And over time, different things happened where the original hoist here would have been steam, because the main mining era was in the 1860s, 1870s. They didn't get power to Cerro Gordo until about 1916. And so the original steam hoist was mounted there. Later, they got this Ingersoll Rand air compressor.
Wow.
This would have been used for, the infamous rock drills and all the machinery that they might have had. And the crazy thing to me is, whenever I look at this, all this stuff had to come on mules,
Yeah, right. Up that crazy road.
Yeah. And some of it, sure, you could build it in place, but some of that's cast. Like half of that wheel is cast. And so that's thousands of pounds that they had to get up. But we are kind of like going through today the lineage of Cerro Gordo, I guess, because we're going down the original shaft, the most infamous and famous mine shaft in California for a while.
Yeah.
And hopefully retrieving ore that they left behind and see if we can get some silver out of it.
Yeah.
I think it was a pretty good day.
Well, and you're kind of, very literally walking in the footsteps of these old miners. You're keeping it alive in 2022.
That's what makes it so exciting for me is that, people can talk about the Union Mine, you can read about it in a book, and they can talk about the 400 level, and they'll talk about a stope, but after being down there, now I know exactly what they're talking about. And it makes my experience here much more rich, and much more exciting.
Yeah, rad. I'm excited. I'm super excited to go down that hole today. Hopefully we can find some galena and
Fingers crossed.
get some lead and silver out of it. Okay, this is us going down the big drop here. How far are we going?
400 feet down.
400 feet down.
Yep.
To look for some lead and a little bit of silver.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll let you guys know when we hit the 400 level. How fast does this thing go?
This is at the top speed right here. Yeah, sometimes to get to the 700 foot level, it takes about 40 minutes. And so if we're going to 400, it might probably be about 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then what I find is interesting is as we're going down, you'll see different timbering being used and different things that I'll kind of point out along the way. So right here, this is our water pipe that we put in. So the only known water source at Cerro Gordo is at the 700 foot level.
Okay.
And so we ran 700 foot of new PEX all the way up. And then we tried to insulate it so it wouldn't freeze in the winter, at least down to the 200 level where there's air flowing in.
Oh, uh-huh.
And so that's what you're seeing here. Next to it is some of the old conduit for some of the wiring when they wired it down there. That no longer works.
And this was all done in the 1860s, 70s?
Yeah, exactly. 1860s, 70s.
And then we're running down these wooden rails here, go all the way down, and
yep.
The cage kind of has these forks that keep you from spinning.
So what we're passing right now is, this is the 86 level. So this is the first level down. You can see there's a little bit of like a stope here. And then it goes up. You can kind of see where it went off to the left, right over there.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's the 86 level. And the next level after this is going to be the 200.
86 level radio check.
Loud and clear. So you're pretty close on it.
Yeah.
This stuff, like this hand-hewn stuff, I think is crazy. Just
oh, yeah.
The amount of chops that they had to do to put in this timbering. It's basically using what they had.
Yeah. And a lot of the wood came from kind of around here?
Yeah, from until they ran out of it.
Yeah.
And so
with the 86 level,
yeah.
it's probably fine.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
It's probably fine. With the 86 level, have you been and explored that at all, or is that
a lot? Yeah,
you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most levels here have done pretty good exploration. I spent the night at the 86 level once.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, just for fun. It seems like that's something to do. As you see, like here, like the extra tape isn't really fluttering at all. See, it's kind of just standing still.
Oh, yeah.
When we get down to the 200, you'll see it like really start moving because there's the Omega is an outside portal in. It's collapsed since, but there's obviously still enough room for the air to get around the collapse and do some air movement. And so that is what will happen down a little bit further.
Okay. And that's kind of the last opening to the outside as you go down.
Correct.
At the 200 level.
Or previous, so now it's all collapsed, but or collapsed enough where a human can't get through. And the 200 level is like I said, it's boarded fully up because there was the most deadly collapse at Cerro Gordo happened at the 200 level, where like 30 miners overstoped something. The ceiling fell down on them in the 1870s.
And that's the story where their bodies were never recovered.
Yep, they're still there.
Okay, I think we're coming up on the 400 level, huh?
Yep, this is we're almost home.
All right. Hopefully not home for too long.
Right. There it is.
This is 400.
Let me see. All right, Scott, you're past stop.
Stop.
You got to go up about 3 feet. All right, stop.
Hey, perfect driver.
All right, lock it down. Oh, he puts on the safety, everything.
Okay. 400 level.
We're good. So, right now it is. It's 8:42. Let's call it 9:30. We'll be back to the cage to check in.
Copy, 9:30, back to the cage to check in.
See you then. All right.
Good luck,
Okay.
happy hunting.
Here, I'll let you go first. I won't step off the
All right.
off the edge here.
Yep. So this is us. This is coming to the 400. And the hope is that we fill this bag with ore.
Yeah.
It'll be nice. And the 400 is probably one of my favorite levels. It goes and it's going to split. We're going to go to the left and I'll show you some cool things. But if people watch the channel, I'm always hunting for the elusive Levi jeans.
Oh yeah.
The original Levi's.
Yeah.
And this level is the only level I ever found a pair. Torn to shreds and terrible, and they're not worth anything. But this 400 level holds a special place in my heart for that reason alone.
Okay, so you're telling me keep my eyes peeled for jeans.
Eyes peeled for some denim.
Okay,
Yes.
we're gonna go mining and clothes shopping.
Yes. Vintage clothes.
Vintage clothes shopping. So I struggled a little bit when I was here last about understanding kind of the ore veins and the chutes. I mean, there's no ore in what we're walking through right now.
Right.
Do you have kind of a grasp on
Why and when?
or like where the stopes are and
Yeah. So from my, I don't know if it's better without one.
yeah, I can do either way.
Okay. So from my understanding, there's two main ore deposits at Cerro Gordo. There was the Jefferson chimney, which is over that way, and there's a Union chimney that was over this way. And these were they were chimneys, right? So surface deposit that went down 1,100 feet or more.
Okay.
Huge veins of just pure galena. And so from what I understood, they sank the shaft in between the two to get access to both of those.
Okay.
But along the way, there was also pockets of galena throughout. And so you can see them just kind of meandering occasionally.
Gotcha.
Some stuff. But the main ore that they're going after was the Jefferson chimney that way and the Union chimney this way. And the Jefferson chimney is crazy. You know, like I've roped into it, but it's just like a pit these days that goes, you know, hundreds and hundreds of feet down. And so the ending of the shafts in both, or the drifts both this way and this way, would have been into either of those chimneys. And then I think along the way, they discovered little pockets. And so we're going to go to this little pocket that must have been too low grade for them. From my understanding, when they were first mining here, if they didn't have, I can't remember the exact dollar amount, if it wasn't the highest grade ore possible, they just leave it.
Oh,
There's so much high grade stuff here that they were just, don't worry about that,
Okay.
don't worry about that, don't worry about that. The pocket that we're going to go to was a don't worry about that. We have so much better stuff elsewhere. They've gotten most of that out of here, but it's still galena and it's still from Cerro Gordo, so it's still really cool to me.
Yeah, absolutely. It was still lead and silver. So
Yeah, lead and silver. And so we're still, to the right would have been the Jefferson. We're going to go towards the Union chimney, but we're not going to go to it because it's also collapsed. You
Okay.
can see over the years, there was two main eras here. There was the lead and silver era, which would have been about 1860 to about 1880. And at that point, the main veins were gone. The price of silver plummeted around then. And so it wasn't worthwhile. So everybody kind of packed it up and left. And then around 1910, a guy named L.D. Gordon came. And he realized that while everybody was paying attention to the galena, the lead, and the silver, no one was paying attention to the zinc. So he started mining zinc again. So he brought back this era of prosperity for another 40 years. They were mining zinc here. So some of it, I think they would go back. They obviously went back down into the Union mine and reworked some of the different levels.
sure, yeah,
And so like this, I imagine there's backfilled or, just
right,
want to take this all out on the skip. So there was let's
sure.
put it in some old tunnel that we're not using anymore. And what's interesting to me is if you look over here, you'll see these exit signs.
Yeah,
There's no exit over there anymore. I think that was referring to getting to the Union chimney, the main ore deposit. But since it's collapsed to get there, so a lot of times back here, you'll see these exit signs to nothing, which is a bit disorienting. But
yeah. Don't follow the signs.
don't follow the sign.
Okay.
And so.
Okay. Here's where it gets real. Okay.
This is where it gets very real. So this ladder goes like this. Then there's about a 10-foot straight thing.
Okay.
Then there's an ore chute that goes like this to this wall that has some galena in it still.
Okay.
There's also some kind of like you can see right there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
There's some here, and down there. There's more, and then over here, it looks like there used to be some like call box or something. So it seemed like some type of important intersection.
Oh, right.
Back in the day, there's all sorts of.
There we go. A little star bit. Nice.
Yeah. So there's still
A cross bit.
a bunch of stuff around here. And obviously, that way is no longer
Yeah.
really the way for us. But
Yeah.
I just like to think about even the timbering alone that they brought back here. There's so much stuff.
Well, I'm like, I mean, even today, look at that timber. That's got to be worth like $100, you know. And it's just piled in here and
Yeah.
broke up. There's, you know, if you had to just for the timber today,
Right.
it's
If I
like,
spent a month just taking the timbering out and refinishing it a little bit,
yeah,
I'd have some pretty good timber.
yeah. Yeah, that's what you should do is sell Cerro Gordo timber.
It's an old tobacco tin.
Oh,
I'm gonna
nice.
take a guess. That's Prince Albert. It was, and it looks like they filled it with. So from what I've been told, the old miners would fill it with carbide,
Okay.
so that way they'd have a little bit of it. So when their lamp would go out, you know, they'd
Oh,
fill
they
the
could.
tobacco tin and refill it. So I'm imagining that that's carbide inside the old tobacco tin. And you look there, yeah, it says like
Oh, yeah.
tobacco and pipe, smoke, etc., etc.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are everywhere.
Just dropped them around. Oh, yeah. More of them.
Prince Albert.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's go down this ladder.
Okay. So it gets very narrow right there.
Okay.
Um,
Like right there at the.
so what we could do is I can go back. I'll grab that rope from over there, so at least we have something to hold on to. And then I think that's probably the best method. But it gets really narrow there. Then it drops straight vertical for like 10 feet. Then it's much more casual. Then you're inside of an old ore chute for the rest of the way. But this first little bit is the most.
A little hairy part.
Yeah.
Oh, and I see the ladder there on the left now.
Yeah.
It's over. Yeah.
So
Okay.
It's kind of a weird blind thing.
A little
So
transition.
at least if we had a rope, that way we have something to hold on to.
Is your 10 feet the same as my 10 feet? Or is your 10 feet 30 feet for me?
It's 10-ish feet.
We'll find out when I get down there, huh?
It's 10-ish feet for sure.
Okay, that's a good rock. That's our rock.
This is the type of stuff I usually don't show.
That's the winner there.
That's the winning rock.
Okay.
The pipe will keep it in place. Yeah, we're good.
This is the stuff I don't show. Well, maybe this won't make it on the video then.
So I'll go first. I'll straighten all this out.
Sure.
And then I'll yell when I'm to there's a landing down there. After you go down the vertical part, there's a landing. So I'll yell once I get down to the landing.
Okay, cool.
Because this is static rope, and static rope it has a tendency to get tangled around itself. So it's going to be like that for.
Sounds like a winner.
Yeah, I'll untangle it as I go down. The game plan is we have a roto hammer, but if the roto hammer doesn't work, we can go old school.
Hammer and chisel. Yeah. We'll do some single jacking. So I was looking here at this galena, and I'm trying to find like the indicator, right?
Right.
Like, you know, sometimes there will be a bake zone where when the hot fluids came up, you can see within 3 feet of, but it doesn't look like there's hardly. It's just little blobs of galena.
Yeah.
It's not very easily, you know, identified.
So that's what I think. Imagine when they see something, they just ignore it all, because then what's that worth? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing exactly. To then they're like, oh, here's a little bit.
Right. So they're just.
They just called her good and kept moving. But I guess, you know, you could also argue that because they had this little show here, and so they did this little
Right.
winds, you know, shaft down, trying to follow the source.
Yep. And I think they found it. So when we get down there, you'll see it's a pretty big. Workings once we get down there.
Okay. Okay, we came down That ladder, we got down Brent's 10 feet, which he said it's probably actually 20 feet.
And now
we're going down.
this is an overshoot. If you look down, see.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we're going down that. And speaking of timbering work, that's some pretty. I mean, imagine the guy that had to build this box.
That's beautiful work.
So we're gonna go down this box. I was gonna call it 30 feet, might be 50 feet. And then right at the end of this is the galena that we're going after.
Oh, cool.
So I'll kind of show us the way. I'll do the classic.
Oh boy, there goes all our tools.
I like to let gravity do the work, like the miners did back in the day. So I'll yell when I'm down at the.
Okay, cool. So is this? It looks like this was the manway, and that's over there was the ore chute.
I believe so. Yeah, because I've walked up that too, and I think this was the manway. And over here, there's still a ladder in that one too, actually.
Oh, really?
But if you look over there too, there's a short going there. And when we get down to there, there's this huge chute that goes down to the next level of the mine. It goes all the way to the 550 level.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a lot of sub levels too that'll be interesting to check out. But,
okay, cool.
yeah, we'll go down there. All right. And here we go.
Okay, Brent says he's down, so now it's my turn. Unfortunately, I don't think I can film this and climb at the same time, so I'll check in with you at the bottom.
So see, that's kind of what I was hoping to get at today.
Yeah.
I just saw some on the ground. You can see from my previous attempts to get some out. But down there is where it kind of gets real interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So that goes down to the 550-foot level of the mine.
Uh-huh.
There is a ladder off to the right to get there, but it's very sketchy and broken in a lot of places.
Okay.
But I imagine here we hopefully will have enough to get some. If we take out some there, over there looks like some decent stuff.
Yeah.
And then there's still some stuff on the ground from last time. And so
is this where you got the ore that
half of the stuff that I brought to you, yeah.
Okay.
Here.
Nice.
But like that looks really nice and shiny.
Yeah, a lot of good galena there.
So
yeah, just don't screw with these timbers.
No.
we should be
problem.
fine.
And an ore over there.
Yeah.
So what are your impressions of the mineralization, I guess?
I think it's great. I think, yeah, I mean, there's obviously this massive galena you got here.
Yep.
And that's obviously where the silver and the lead are going to be running. I still can't figure out, like, is this is obviously one of those little pockets you were talking about earlier. But where does it run? I mean, is it running? Is it
right?
And why didn't they chase it? Maybe you're right. This is just like some of their, this is okay stuff, but just leave it for now.
Right. Or do you think that they were chasing it down this?
That could be. Yeah, that very well could be.
Chasing it straight down, or up, but maybe from before. There's also this sub-level right below us, too. Right below this wooden... We're on a wooden platform, which is also sketchy.
Okay. So right under us, there's some workings.
Yeah, there's a bunch of workings that go back.
Oh. Is there galena in those?
I don't know. There's a lot of dynamite boxes that I was more interested in.
Oh, okay.
It's down there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's interesting because the stuff here, like, this isn't... It's much more mixed than I've seen in other places. Other places, you only see the galena. You know, here it looks to be in, like, all sorts of weird rock.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, hopefully we can collect enough to do a sample or something.
Yeah.
And if we forget, the out is...
out that way. Okay, very clear. Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, let's see what we can knock off here. I mean, it's obviously not going to take very much to get 50 pounds.
Yeah.
So
tools, we got this.
Got a hammer.
Got a harness just in case. But
there we go. It's the thing you're throwing down all those. Uh-huh.
And there we go.
Cool. We're set. Well, it looks like there's a beauty right there, just ready to fall off.
Take that.
Just pop that guy off there. Yeah, see what happens. You want me to film for you?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
You can do double duty.
All right. So, what do you think? Just try to take that whole piece?
Yeah, I think, yeah. And we can, once we get it off, we can always high grade it up a little bit if there's...
Hit off all the waste rock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, look at you going hands first off. Oh, yeah.
I need to reassess my strategy.
Yeah. Is it getting a little leady over there?
A little leady, but more like...
Hard.
Not necessarily hard. I'm wondering... I'd love for this whole piece to kind of fall.
Yeah.
That would be nice, but it seems like it's pretty well on there. And it appears from my last time down here, I was drilling here, here. So some of the stuff in there is like really high.
Yeah, good looking stuff.
And so, is there any in there? Can I just... The old miners are just rolling over in their grave.
I know, they're so upset with us right now.
What is this guy doing?
What are you doing down here with the framing hammer? Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah.
Good. There you go. That's a nice.
Yeah.
We can definitely do something with that. Maybe
Yeah.
hit off some of the waste stuff on the side.
Sure. Ooh. Yeah.
That's a good piece.
Yeah. Jumping at you now. Yeah. See, I think anything in that orange, rusty. Oh, yeah. There we go.
That's the winner.
Yeah. Look at there. That's what we want.
We're adding up fast.
Yeah, I know. We're going to be retired before too long. Yeah.
You want to give it an action? You want to get in there?
Sure, I'll get in there. Yeah.
I'll do the double.
Yeah. Watch me hit my knuckles. Just that. You took all the good stuff.
Yep. That's a good piece. I like that piece. Yeah.
Good looking stuff. Oh, that's heavy.
There we go.
That's heavy.
There's a nice one.
That's the good stuff. Here we go. Good feeling.
That's a good piece. That's the winner there.
Gotta worry it down here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
There we go.
And there's some, so that's what there's like really fine grained stuff here, and there's like bigger, coarser crystals.
Right.
I don't know. Take it all.
Let's take it all.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good piece. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Wow.
Not heavy enough. That one's pretty
That's a nice piece, yeah.
It's just kind of, yeah. We'll clean some of it up too, I think.
Looks like right at the edge there. See, right there,
Down here?
Oh, right where the hammer is. That
Oh,
that seems to be a decent piece there.
Oh,
wow! As far as aesthetics, that looks really cool. You see that? I'll show you that is. Nothing like lead to start your day.
A little lead in the morning is always a nice way to start your day. Let's see what I can just kind of, if I can get into that.
Yeah, all right.
This guy, here we go. That sounds pretty hard. Let's go up. Yeah, you've been in here already.
Yeah, I've been trying to get in there.
I've seen your...
The drill marks and hammers.
Yeah.
I feel like that's about to fall, but maybe not. Maybe I'm just... You're definitely making progress. It's going in.
I'm getting somewhere,
Yeah.
They're jammed in there pretty good.
I mean, it's going a quarter inch every 2 hits. You're definitely making progress. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know.
Maybe we're just making a hole.
I thought, yeah. Just getting ready to load here.
With a framing hammer.
Yeah. This is how the old boys did it.
Yeah.
Oh, I really want this piece.
Yeah, I know. Do you want to try the drill, or do you think that's not any better?
Sure, we can try the drill.
I mean, it's up to you.
I'm tired, so yeah, why not? It's hammer drill or just drill, huh? Oh, yeah, you've been.
Yeah, I've been doing the same.
Just put it in the same holes you've
The
been.
similar one.
Oh yeah. You gotta work around it a little bit.
Yeah.
That's our strategy here.
Oh, there's a piece. Yeah.
It's a stickler.
You want me to give it a go?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I will swap out a little bit. I was wondering if we start taking out the bottom, you know?
Yeah, that might work. Oh, it wants to.
Because all this stuff is soft down here.
Yeah.
I don't know if that piece is going.
Yeah. Well, that was fun mining.
How much we got down here?
Yeah.
So you think we should like break off the...
Yeah, just kind of, yeah, you can, whatever we don't want. Okay, so mad dash back to the lift.
Oh, just a little bit more weight this time.
So you've got easily 50 in your pack, right?
Yeah, at least probably.
And I've got, I don't know, 20 in my pockets.
Yeah. We should be good.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
Okay. You want me to come right behind you? Or you want to wait till you're up?
Your choice.
I kind of like coming up close behind you. Let me do that. All right, we got our bag. We're up back on the 400 level, above that sub level. We're running back to the hoist to tell Scotty we're doing fine. Grab the tools. Brent's packing some weight there. So we'll get this back up above. Might do a little bit of exploration while we're down here after we get this stuff to the skip, but see how it goes.
You know, I don't know if you've seen any, but the miners, at least here, seem to do a lot of ducks as graffiti.
Ducks?
Ducks.
Like quack quack ducks?
Yeah.
No, I've never seen or heard about that before.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's an in joke here or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 1935.
Yeah. Pretty interesting.
Have you seen, like, any names that you recognize, like Belshaw or...
No, I haven't seen any of those guys.
Yeah.
There's a guy named Roy that seems to put his name everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Got a habitual tagger.
Yeah, Roy seemed to... There's some little carbide.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those look like old, like cattle brands almost or something, yeah. Black Death.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, it's interesting to see all the dates.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
What is that? Ghost to Cerro. Oh, somebody bending over, I see. I got it now.
There you go.
Took me a minute to get oriented with that drawing.
See, this also says out this way.
Oh, yeah.
That must have been to the other chimney, the Jefferson that they were going after. Because I've taken this Also, somebody reversed it, which is.
Oh yeah.
And this says like 550. So there must be a way down to the 550 over there.
Yeah.
Since it's just like, and then it's so confusing because then it says like
exit, and then out that way.
Ed Chapman or not
yeah.
Chapman or something.
Schumann. Yeah.
I think.
But you go down this and it's just caved?
Yeah. So it doesn't go anywhere.
Huh.
It's like this must have been zinc era out because it's like 1933 out.
Oh yeah.
So like they were. Oh, there we go.
A duck.
Yeah.
So these are all like around the mine, all over the mine.
Like dozens of ducks.
Huh. That's got to be a Cerro Gordo thing.
Yeah. Or they were signifying to like duck.
Oh, that could be.
Like a duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, see how they seem to just be kind of meandering in some of these places. Like, I don't know why they would.
Yeah, why there?
Why go up?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm baffled by the out.
Yeah.
You know? So there's like we're in an intersection, a four-way intersection, and none of these go anywhere.
No.
They all go to caves. Cave-ins, huh?
And then it goes back the other way too. And the other way starts having out signs too. So, or it was just miners messing with people.
Right.
Out.
Out this way, out that way. So the chimney, you're thinking the chimneys used to be one of the main ways out for the miners.
And then I don't know what they're doing over here. Yeah, this is the infamous spot. This exact area was where I found the Levi's. They're like here.
Really?
That was a big moment for me.
What was someone taking their pants off here for? What's going on here? Oh, gloves. So you just found some old Levi's.
Actually, no, it's right here. I remember now because you can see I left some of the remnants.
Oh, it kind of, yeah.
Some of the scraps of the.
And you said when I was here last time, you contacted Levi's about their archive jeans or whatever.
They can date them for me, and then there's a guy named Brent Eaton who all he does is explores mines for old jeans. And he knows a guy that pulled a bunch of pairs of original jeans out of here back in the day.
Oh.
And he has this big bag that says Cerro Gordo, and it's pantalones, and he says it's from the 1870s.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, that I want to...
Man, so somebody beat you to it.
Oh, look at that. That's a blasting cap, right? On the end of a...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, on the old fuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you were to open up one of the caved workings, which level would it be, or where around would it be?
So the 700-foot level, I think I got close to the Jefferson chimney, and I'd want to push that back a little further, or the Omega tunnel, because we can get to that from the surface. To your point, if it's easier to get equipment from the surface.
Oh, right.
If we could push the Omega back, if that goes into the 200, which is a very infamous level, and you can go just from the outside and then just drive into the Omega.
Yeah.
Which will probably be easier, to your point, getting equipment, you know?
Well, and if you already have a hole there that you're just making bigger
that's what it is.
Yeah.
A hole.
Oh, yeah, more. Keeler.
Oh, yeah, that's good one, too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he looks happy.
But it's collapsed back that way further.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Kind of googey.
Yeah,
They're Gucci's.
like that, clay.
Yeah.
So maybe get back to the hoist.
Yeah, we can do that. Okay, we're on our way back up. We'll look over the edge here. There's where it goes. Down. Long ways. But we're going up. Can you see daylight up there? Oh yeah, look at there. There, that's something.
Yeah.
All right, we're headed back up.
Back up.
We got our galena.
Yep.
We're going to go do some assays with Brent, and then hopefully I can take some home and make something cool with it.
Yeah, it's the plan.
All right.
Thanks for coming down.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This is awesome. This is so much fun.
For you guys that can't tell, we're in a cage slowly going up.
From 400 feet down.
Yes.
Yeah, we got to go 400 feet up at this fast.
At this pace.
Yeah. All right, see you on the surface.
Ready everyone to stop.
Almost back.
Almost.
We're returning from the depths of the earth
Yeah.
with our riches.
Whoa, sunlight.
Yep, almost there. We're alive.
We made it.
Bring back any Chinaman?
No, but we bought some galena, which is
That's
pretty good. All right. Perfect. Look at that.
Nice.
Well
Beauty.
done, Scotty.
Okay, we made it.
We're back.
Yay.
And we brought our
Our
haul with us.
our dirty stuff here.
This is yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. That might be too good to melt down,
That's
huh?
pretty nice. That's a pretty nice specimen there. Look, there's almost it looks like there's like pyrite in there. You see that?
Oh yeah, the yellow.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
turn a little down to me. There we go, right there.
And what do you think? That's sulfur over there?
Yeah, actually,
Lead.
my guess is that's probably lead oxide
Oh,
because the sulfides have oxidized.
Oh, liquid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, it's not a bad haul.
These are
Not a
shiny
bad haul.
probably because
Okay, I've got my ore,
Yep.
and I'm headed home. I'm out of here.
Well, it was good having you here. This is a lot of fun. I think that the galena is in good hands.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what we can do with it. I think the verdict is still out what we'll do with it, which is exciting. We'll figure out something fun to do. But what do you think? There's maybe 50, 60 pounds in there?
I bet there's 50 anyway.
Yeah,
for sure.
okay,
Yeah,
there we go.
maybe 60, 70. We'll
so
see.
we'll see from there. And as always, doors always open anytime you want to come back. That
Awesome.
was fun. And we'll get the assay results. So we'll figure out what's the highest quality ore here at Cerro Gordo.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm excited to see this go from what we're looking at right now. Looks a lot like rocks. And so to go from this to a lead silver mix would be pretty exciting. So
And if you guys have any suggestions on what I should do with this lead silver metal that I'm going to make out of this ore, let me know. Leave me a
Yes.
message. Leave Brent a message. And yeah, stay tuned for his video on the silver smelting and the assaying. So, all right. Well, I will part ways with you here.
All right.
But
Safe
the
travels.
video continues.
yes.
So we will turn this galena into lead and silver.
Perfect.
Okay. Thanks again for having me.
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Anytime.
All right. Okay, I guess if it fits, it ships. So I'm going to mail this back to myself. We'll get the lead out.